Today's MMA T Company fight preview is with Devon Estes. Devon is going to be making her professional MMA debut against Lauren Brachia. That's going to be at Ring of Combat 75 in Atlantic City on February 18th. Devon, thanks for joining me today. I know that your free time is probably very limited with all the things that you constantly do, so I appreciate it. Just wanted to ask how things are going, with the new addition and with training and getting ready for a pro debut and all things considered.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. And yeah, I'm ready for any questions you got.
So the first one is, I saw that you were training all the way through your pregnancy. Essentially, I think you were like 7 or 8 months pregnant. You were still cracking pads. Have the baby. How quick did you get back to the gym? How soon were you like, oh man, I want to get back in the cage. I've been waiting for this pro debut for how long now?
So with the other two, it was much easier for me to want to get back into the gym and start doing things. This time around was a little different. I was having a hard time finding motivation to get back into the gym after having the baby. My training was very sparse. It was here and there for the first few months. And then Steven came to me with a fight, and I think it was, kind of the kick in the ass that I needed to put me back on the horse of everything. So of course we accepted it. That was in November. And then, yeah, we've been training the best we can ever since. It's been a rough camp. It's been a long road to get to this, not just the 2 years, just been a long camp to get here. But yeah, I mean, everything's all good. We're rocking now. Weight's good, like feeling good. I'm back in the flow of everything. And yeah, we're ready for February 18th.
And you had a very successful amateur career, and I know that you had wanted to go pro, for a while now. Even when we talked, 2 years ago at this point, you were like, all right, I'm ready to go pro. So when Steven came to you with the fight in November, what about this opportunity or this promotion or this time, the date, what said to you like, all right, it's time, we're going to get back in?
Because I was for one, I was really heavy. I was about 155 pounds. I had thought I was doing enough to lose weight, and I wasn't. And I said, okay, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity just to get me. And I didn't want to be in the gym. I just didn't. I don't know, maybe some postpartum depression after the baby. So he came to me with that, and I just said, you know what, maybe this will be exactly what I need just to get me back in the flow of everything, get my weight back down, help me feel better about myself. Because that's another thing too. I'm super big on, look good, feel good, look good, vice versa. And I wasn't looking good to me, so I wasn't feeling good. And I was just like, this is perfect, And Steven had asked me, do you want to do another amateur fight? And I said, absolutely not. My fight knowledge hasn't gone anywhere. I just need to get my body back up to par. So, yeah. And then they came to us with Lauren, and we were just like, absolutely. Why not? Let's do it.
And to, get back into a fight camp after, taking some time off, how just was that adjusting going back to sparring and hard rolling and maybe two-a-days and then the diet all involved with that and feeling tired? How is that then with having, also being a mom?
Yeah. So, it was super crazy this time because, like I said, I had barely been training, and on a normal day when I'm not in a camp, I train 4 to 5 days a week anyway, have fun at training. Everything's real loose. So when I'm in a fight camp, I do my normal 4 to 5 days. And then usually each of those days I go in an hour early or I stay an hour later and I do extra. So to be completely honest, it was completely overwhelming, and it was a whole lot hopping directly into a fight camp. But I know how I am. I knew I would get it done. And this one was also hard because I had to start dieting. I was 155 pounds at the end of November. So I've been dieting since the end of November, eating how everybody hates to eat. So it's been a little rough. 12 weeks of that, that is not fun. Yeah, so it was a bit tough, but yeah, we got it done, and the girls come to the gym with us now, which makes it a little bit easier because we just basically grab them after work. We head up to the gym, and they're great when we're there. A lot of my teammates will actually stop what they're doing just to hold the baby so that I can get around in, which I appreciate more than they know. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do everything that I do without my teammates helping me with my kids there and our family as well. So yeah, it was a this was a huge, I don't know how to say it, change for me this camp. It was tough.
It seems to me too, like the team that you have, right? So for you and your family, right, fighting is a family business, right? Students
Yes.
coaching and you're in the gym 24/7, the girls are there with you, like everybody's there. But it seems to me like your team also is very like what would I say, family oriented. It is a big family.
Yes.
People that I talk to from in your gym, they feel like you guys are their family as well. So that has to feel good, taking the girls in there, right? Taking your family there, and to be able to trust those people and to be able to like get your rounds in, right? And then have someone hold their baby. That doesn't happen very often at gyms. That's something very special.
Yeah, and you know what too? Like in fact, I think most of the time, what I would just assume is that people would be annoyed because the kids
Mhm.
are running on the mats, or they're in there's they go to the gym to escape, and yet they have to listen to our baby sitting there screaming, crying on the side. And but they don't, they really don't care. Like I've seen our coaches go pick up the babies in the middle of class. Like I said, all of my teammates, the moms in the gym. I mean, everybody. I turned around Saturday, and one of my other teammates was feeding my baby. She got the bottle ready. Um, 2 weeks ago, there's this big dude. He's like 300 pounds. His name's Greg. I was sparring again. I look over. He's got the baby in his arms. She's asleep. He's got all his sparring gear on. So yeah, that's very accurate. There's kids all over that gym. All the parents fight. It doesn't matter. We all bring our kids in, and we all completely understand. We mark off an area. Don't go near our babies when we're sparring, and that's it. And we just deal with it.
And then take me through fight night for you, because I would assume that the girls come to the fights. Do they like seeing mommy fight? Do they know what's going on? Is it just like another day of training? That because they see you do this all the time, right? So it's just in a
Yeah,
different location.
they see, they see the sparring, and I don't think they think anything of it. They're just running circles around us. They don't really care. I had my oldest at a kickboxing fight a few years ago. I think it was 2017, maybe. Doesn't matter. It was a little hard because she was in the back with me, so I kind of felt like I was in mommy mode.
Mhm.
And I don't want to feel like that when I'm at my fight. If they were to stay in the crowd, I think it would be okay.
Mhm.
I just can't. It's very hard for me to have to deal with all three of them before the fight. So this one, they're going to stay home with my mom, but they are going to be watching
Okay.
on TV. I absolutely want them to watch. My two little ones don't understand, but Mila does. My oldest, she does. She sits there and watches my teammates with me, and she cheers, and so she'll be watching, and I think she'll understand more of what's going on than my middle one will.
And how do you flip that switch, going from mom mode to being mean and getting in a fist fight and going fighting another girl?
Like I feel like this is every fighter has a different mentality. Some of them, they have to hate the person that
Mhm.
they're fighting, or they can't talk to them, or this or that. And it's not really like flipping a switch for me. It's I just understand what has to be done. I mean, I train for this every single day. Um, I can go quickly from, when I'm sparring, to being in my zone, and doing what I'm doing. And then my kids call me, all right, hold on 1 second, then you got to go. But I can hop right back in. No problem. I understand what needs to be done. And it's not a mental thing for me. I don't have to hate Lauren. I don't hate Lauren. Um, my skills will do the talking for me. And
A-
that's how I feel.
And speaking of what needs to be done, going into this fight with Lauren, what do you know about her? What do you have to do to get the win in this first pro fight?
If I'm being honest, I don't know a whole lot about Lauren. I know her and I have the same amount of experience. I think we've fought around the same amount of times. I know she's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. I think she just recently got that. I saw on Instagram, which we're friends on Instagram too. So like, we see what each other's doing. But I'm just gonna say this. Steve and I prepare everywhere. So it does not matter to me where the fight goes, where she wants to put it. I, of course, am going to do my best to keep it standing, but I am also going to make every other position as uncomfortable as possible, no matter where we go. We are ready everywhere.
Awesome. We're excited for this fight. I've been waiting for you to make this pro debut for a long time, since the first time that we talked.
Me too.
Before we jump off, just wanted to give you a chance to shout out any sponsors, training partners, people that have been helping you out to get you back to this spot where you can make this debut.
So of course I want to shout out you guys, MMA Tico, for all my shirts and everything, all the merchandise, which is awesome. Makes it easier for me. I don't got to meet people or do anything. So thank you guys. I want to thank my whole team, of course. I've said it throughout the interview. I wouldn't be able to do this without any of them. That's just a fact. It is what it is. I'm very grateful to all of them for that. I want to say thank you to my two jiu-jitsu coaches, Larry and Earl Small. Larry's been taking me aside, here and there throughout the camp, showing me, little things. Trouble's been in the classes, really just in my ear, pushing me, telling me to breathe, let's go, let's get this. Like, he knows this was a hard camp for me. Brandon Davis, another one that's helped me, over the years with little wrestling tips. And I don't think I say enough to him how grateful I am for him taking the time to help me with that. Eddie Hall, my strength and conditioning coach, we kill it. We've been doing this for almost 8 years together. And then of course my fiance, because I couldn't do all of this without him, and I'm more appreciative to him for what he deals with me outside of here at home. The mental process, like forget the gym, the mental breakdowns, the crying, the doubtfulness, the fear, all of that. And I always have him there at home to bring me back down to earth, put my confidence where it should be. And then on top of that, everything in the gym, he's taught me everything from the ground to the top, cage work, wrestling, stand up, anything, you name it. I mean, I take his word as gold. Whatever he tells me to do, I do. You want me to do 35 bag rounds, that's what I'm going to do. And he's never steered me wrong yet. And I'm very confident having him in my corner. And I know that we're going to go very far together.
Awesome, Devon. We're looking forward to it. Kick some ass on the 18th. We'll see you then.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Thank you. See ya.